I am your friendly neighborhood J-Man. This is the almost internet famous internet show, and today, for the first episode of season 3 of the internet show, we're talking Hot Toys 6 scale Arkham City Batman.
And now, the aggregator of awesome, the curator of cool, my dad, your friendly neighborhood Jaman.
Back in 2009, Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment unleashed the first of a series of video games that would change our world forever. Okay, I don't know about all that, but Batman Arkham Asylum has definitely had a lasting impact, selling nearly 2 million units worldwide in just the first 3 weeks of its initial release. Winning a ton of awards as well, Arkham Asylum has since spawned 3 subsequent titles: Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and Arkham Knight. In development by Rocksteady Studios, since 2007, Batman Arkham Asylum storyline was written by veteran Batman writer Paul Dini. The game featured the voice acting talents of longtime Batman animated actors Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill in the roles of Batman and Joker, respectively. The game's plot had the Joker trying to seize control of Arkham Asylum through an elaborate plot of trapping Batman inside the institution to face some longtime foes. The Joker's plan to destroy Gotham City with hidden bombs and unleash a chemical variation of venom called Titan onto the remnants of the city. Your job as Batman, should you accept the task, beat the bad guys and stop the Joker. Duh. Following up the uber-successful Arkham Asylum in 2011 was Batman Arkham City. Reprising the roles of Batman and Joker for the sequel were Conroy and Hamill, with Dini back in the seat to write the storyline as well. The sequel, set a year after the events of Arkham Asylum, has Bruce Wayne incarcerated in Arkham City, a super prison of sorts that was built from the slums of Gotham, with Hugo Strange as its warden. Strange reveals that not only does he know Wayne's true identity, but he plans to wipe out Arkham City with something he calls Protocol 10. Your mission as Batman once again is to save the day, which includes facing the Joker, who's been infected with the Titan formula. Like its predecessor, Arkham City won a shit ton of awards, including Game of the Year, Best Action Game, and Best Action Adventure Game from a number of media establishments. But 3 times was not the charm for the Arkham series. The second sequel to Arkham Asylum, called Arkham Origins, was a bit of a departure in more than one way for the series. Released on October 25th, 2013, this game takes place 5 years prior to the events of Arkham Asylum, making Origins a prequel to the original. Controversy surrounded the title from the start, with Rocksteady being replaced by Warner Bros. Games Montreal as the game developer. Also gone from the title were Dini, Conroy, and Hamill. Inspired by the plotlines of Batman Legends of the Dark Knight and Batman Year One, the game featured a younger Batman taking on Black Mask on Christmas Eve. With a bounty on his head, Batman also must confront Deathstroke, Electrocutioner, and runs into this villain called the Joker for the first time. Arkham Origins was widely criticized for co-opting many of the previous game's gameplay, with most media outlets branding the game average at best. But a sad story this is not, because 2015 saw a return to better times with Batman Arkham Knight. Released on June 23rd, 2015, the game was back in the hands of Rocksteady and also saw the return of Conroy and Hamill as the voices of Batman and Joker. Arkham Knight was more of a traditional sequel, taking place 9 months after the events of Arkham City. This time around, Batman faces Scarecrow, who, along with the newly introduced Arkham Knight, bring all of Batman's greatest enemies, including Two-Face, Harley Quinn, and the Penguin, for a final push to take the Dark Knight down once and for all. Thus far, Arkham Knight has been met with a moderate amount of success, with sales being the highest for games so far in 2015. Man, that was a lot of history to cover. We'll be back with Hot Toys Arkham City Batman right after this.
Oh, I got a live one here.
It's the exploding bridge with Batmobile and Activator. Batman's included. Pretend Robin is held prisoner.
Batman's in the Batmobile. You can send him to the rescue. Imagine the villain uses the comic action activator to stop Batman as he crosses the bridge. He's made it in the nick of time. Set the activator, place Batman on it, and you can send him to the rescue. The Exploding Bridge with Batmobile and Activator comes with Batman from the Comic Action Heroes collection. Robin sold separately. From Mego.
Welcome back. Hot Toys recently released its first foray into the world of Arkham with the 6-scale Arkham City Batman. Based on the designs from Arkham City, Batman comes ready for action. The first thing to note is the packaging. I know, it seems kind of funny, right? But it's the truth. It's the amount of detail that Hot Toys puts into their stuff. The box is distressed around the edges and has a textured wraparound design. The flap opens to reveal the credits for the figure on the left and Batman himself in the window display onto the right. Arkham City Batman comes with 9 different hands in various states of openness that are made to hold the included Batarang or Batclaw. Speaking of weapons, Batman's got plenty of those too. The aforementioned Batarang and Batclaw with interchangeable hook and a line launcher. The figure also sports 30 points of articulation. Now personally, I'm a little wary of all those points. Sometimes the arms are a little hard to move, especially at the shoulders and the elbows. I'm not one to push these things. There's nothing worse than a $200+ broken toy. As for the detailing, it's all pretty damn amazing as per usual for Hot Toys. Batman's in the more classic navy and gray look, darker for sure than in the comics, but not all black either. And while having an armor type look to it, the suit actually has a rubbery feel. And check out the utility belt, totally decorative, but the pouches look like they might actually open. They don't, I tried. But one of the coolest parts of the figure is what Hot Toys calls its interchangeable faces techniques, which is really a fancy way of saying you can swap out the lower part of Batman's face. He goes from serious to downright pissed off with the push of the included stick. Another nice touch on Hot Toys' part are making his boots into 2 pieces. There's a joint in Batman's ankle that lets his foot rotate all over the place, leaving the boot part out of the way until you have the foot in the position you want, then slide the boot part down. Then there's the cape. If nothing else, Hot Toys knows how to make a cape. From the regal feel of their 6-scale Superman from the Man of Steel movie to this Arkham City Batman figure, they really spend the effort to make a decent cape. The outside is some sort of faux leather material. The inside a totally different kind. I have no idea what though. I'm not a materialologist. My biggest problem with the figure, the eyes. And this one really isn't Hot Toys' fault either. I like my Batman with opaque lenses in his mask. You shouldn't be able to see his eyes, man. That's his mystique. You're not supposed to know he's human. When he's about to kick your ass, you assume he is, you hope he is, but you're entirely not sure. When you can see his eyes, you know you're only going to get your ass kicked by a fellow human. All in all, it's an outstanding outing from Hot Toys. As of this moment right now, he's still available for purchase at SideshowCollectibles.com. If you're a fan of the Arkham series, it's completely stupid of you to miss out on this figure. And if you do, I kind of feel sorry for you. And that, my friends, is all the time we have for today's show. I'd like to thank myself for putting all this shit together. Check out my website, the-newsbox.com. Everybody's doing it. I don't understand why you're not. In the meantime, I'm also on all your favorite social media. I'm on the Twitter, I'm on the Facebook, and I'm even on the Google+. All you gotta do is search. And we'll wrap Plugorama up with, check me out every week on the Fanboy Factor podcast at fanboyfactor.com.